My first crack.
Yes.
I'm going with Jack the Ripper. I reckon Jack Ginnivan has absolutely nailed what he's trying to achieve in AFL football. So I think the naysayers have got to get off this guy's back. There are many skills in our game, many skills. Contested marking, clearance players, intercept markers, guys that accumulate 30, 35 touches, and we laud all those guys. This guy's got a different skill, and he's challenging the opposition to tackle him in a manner that is legal. And if it's outside of the code, outside of the laws of the game like that is, then he gets a free kick. Now, there's technique involved, there's skill involved, there's a genuine ability to play the game because he's always there winning that contested football initially. That's what people are forgetting. He's got his hands on the footy. Inside forward 50 more often than not, and he's challenging the opposition to get it right. Now, if the opposition are good enough to stick the tackle, it's a free kick against him every day of the week. If they get it wrong and he kicks a goal, and he's kicked 28 this year, he's having a very, very good season, Jack Ginnivan, and 9 of those 28 have come from free kicks, I say fair play to you. He doesn't have to play by rules that are for him alone. He can play by the rules that have been there for 100 years, and if you get it wrong, tell your story walking.
How can you say that you don't mind that when you're the number one advocate for concussions and for players getting head-high injuries, yet you're saying it's okay for a player to put his head in a position to get it knocked off week in, week out in games, to earn himself a free kick, when you're trying to stamp out players getting hit in the head because of the long-term effects of concussion?
But I'm just talking for Jack here with his skill set. The discussion around concussion is a totally separate debate. Okay?
So are you encouraging him to keep doing that?
No,
even though he's getting hit in the head every time he does that?
I'm saying stop the abuse to the player because it's a skill. What he's doing right now is inside the laws of the game. It's inside the spirit of the game. You may hate it and you may give up an easy goal or two, but what he is doing is challenging teams in a different way to the conventional. So don't ever go at him about that. I think he's using the opposition players as a mechanism to reward himself with goals. Now, do I like it personally?
Yeah. What do you think in theory about the rule, about should you be rewarding those free kicks? And this is not a Jack Ginnivan thing, because I, 5 weeks ago, put on the radar that he'll get a reputation as a player that's doing that.
Don't worry about the reputation. He might kick 45
No, that's right, but there's a lot of other players that do it. But what about the concept of players drawing and initiating free kicks? Do you want that rule to continue and you make it onus on the tackler? Or should we stamp out that any time a player initiates the contact, drops at the knees, raises an arm, the umpire just calls play on? And within 6 weeks, we'll have players stop doing that.
Well, can we play, while we're discussing the vision again, and you watch his left arm. So in a technique, what do you think he's doing with his left?
This is smart. Why is
it he... It is while it's a free kick.
No, yeah. but then the umpires are meant to have a blanket adjudication, okay? So you look at his arm go up there, but watch the next two, right? So watch his left arm.
But that's technique. He's challenging you to get your tackle spot on.
Yeah, so he's challenging you, okay? Right, I'm on the case that the umpires are actually adjudicating against him. They're not blanket approach, correct?
No, I don't think so. I think the umpires are getting it right more often than not. And the outrage from the opposition supporters...
Watch his left arm.
Yeah, that's okay.
Ready? Up it goes.
Yeah, but that's part of it. I mean, we change rules all the time because players and coaches are starting to take advantage of them. You know, we have changed the rule with deliberate rush behinds because in the 08 grand final, Hawthorn just kept walking the ball through. So we had to make change. We may make change to this rule, but right now, this kid has outsmarted the system, and I say... fair play to you. Yep. Good luck to you. And I think you've got to get off his back. I think he's having a fantastic year. Craig McRae would be absolutely thrilled with the output of this guy. And don't forget, he's winning the ball first. People are saying, he's doing all this for free kicks. He's got his hands on the footy.
But there are a lot of players doing it. I want to see that rule taken out. I want to see if your player initiates a free kick, the umpire's call play on, and not just Jack Ginnivan, but every player, because there's a lot of young players now that are doing it coming into the competition. Stamp it out so that we don't have it.